So, Mr. Clementi, thank you so much for being on our show today. I would like you to talk briefly about the organization that you created for your son, Tyler.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
I'm so glad to have you with us today.
Sure. Well, the Tyler Clementi Foundation started about 5 years ago after the death of my son, Tyler Clementi, who took his life in September 2010 after a cyber webcamming incident. Mm-hmm. Tyler was a young gay man who had just come out in August of 2010, and after 3 weeks of his freshman year in college, he ended his life.
At Rutgers University, yeah.
That's correct.
And so that must have been really tough. I mean, to get that news and try to understand what happened. It was the worst feeling in the world.
Unimaginable, unbelievable, and I can still barely believe it.
I know. But it's so wonderful that you keep talking about it and addressing it to help other gay youth, who who are going through the same thing.
And gay folks and other people that are marginalized for whatever reason. And it's anti-bullying in general, but certainly, the folks in that 18 to 24 age group who are in college, because that comes out of Tyler's story, that's got a certain affection for us.
I know cyberbullying does not just discriminate with in the gay youth; it also affects all children and adults. And people seem to use the internet as a way of expressing themselves without consequence. And so
people think that anonymity, that they can hide behind it. But I think what's happening lately, and it might have been true, 5 years or more ago, but lately, we're finding out that there is no anonymity.
No, there isn't. No. As I said, I watched this movie from '98 called Enemy of the State, and people watch you, they listen to what you say. So watch what you say.
And make sure your behavior online is just like your behavior would be in person.
Right. Yeah. Hold yourself to a better standard.
Right.
But so tell us a little bit about, you have this pamphlet that you're giving out talking about Day One.
Right.
Now tell us about Day One.
Sure. The Day One program basically is it's a program of the Tyler Clementi Foundation, and it was developed to prevent bullying before it happens. So our approach to anti-bullying isn't to try to fix it after something's gone wrong, but to prevent it from happening in the first place.
Right.
And what Day One does is it's basically 4 segments. It's a script that a leader of an organization, could be a school, could be a church group, could be a sports team, whatever, would read to a gathering, and they do it on Day One, when the first day of school, when the class first meets, when the first practice, and the language in the script is clear and concise.
Now you create the script.
Yes, yes, and the language speaks to what kind of behavior is acceptable in our organization and what isn't. Right. And also, as the final part of that, there's buy-in from the audience. There's a verbal commitment from the audience that, yes, we understand.
Like the Pledge of Allegiance, they make a pledge to not bully.
Right.
That's wonderful.
And state that they understand what it is.
Exactly.
So, and we find that when that happens, when you bring them in early in the process and they understand with clear rules what the rules are, they don't have to guess what the rules are, and they comply with the rules.
Hopefully they will. So. But this is a good way to start. And again, awareness is the key to change. And I think you're making people more aware and honoring Tyler's loss. Yeah, and his name continues. He becomes, as they say, the face of against bullying, and also against teen suicide. Because I know that when Tyler committed suicide, several other gay youth that I know of made national news that it was a spate of suicides of young boys. Gay young boys.
It was that month in September 2010 that the 3 other kids that killed themselves. It was a horror.
Yeah. I don't know you must feel, how you must feel about this, but knowing that what his sacrifice, his loss, has created something bigger, maybe to prevent someone from taking the same step.
Well, that's why we started the organization, the Tyler Clementi Foundation, because we don't want to have any other kids go through what he went through. Or what his family went through.
Now, you also have another son who's gay.
I do.
Who his name is James.
James Clementi.
Now, he's a member of this organization, too.
He is. He works for the foundation, does a lot of speaking, a lot of work in the office. And James recently, back in February, was actually married in New York. So
That's wonderful.
We're
Something
really,
good.
Yeah, we're
to come
really
up.
living the dream. You know.
That's wonderful that to embrace, to lose one child who's gay, and have another child marry and find love. That's so important. You have another son as well.
We do.
And so you were blessed with three sons,
Yes.
and and the memory of one will continue on forever.
Yeah.
What he's done, and his actions, there's something positive coming out of something so terrible.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you so much for coming to
Thank you. Appreciate
WRHU.
it. Thanks.
This is Dr. Vince, Talk It Out. This is Mr. Joseph Clementi. He is the spokesperson for the Tyler Clementi Foundation. Please get involved all those listening on YouTube. Don't just play on the computer and do nothing. Do something that you can help other people. Use your computer as a way of helping maybe someone who really needs your help. So this is Dr. Vince signing off. And keep it real, all right? Be honest and talk it out. Thank you, Mr. Clementi.
Thank you.